Hey, I'm Char, and welcome to readings. Well, I can't call it a day until I do that Pisces reading. A lot of Pisces out there, and I know that you're all expecting a reading. So, Pisces, we're going to go to the Tattoo Tarot. And these are by Ink and Intuition Tattoo Tarot. Say hello to my friend here, Tigger. Tigger? Hello, buddy. He loves to get involved with the readings. He likes spirit. Okay. All right. Let's go, Pisces. Let spirit speak. Pisces. Can you say Pisces? Bam. Yes, indeed. And bam. Okay. So we had the King of Pentacles followed by the Knave of Pentacles. Okay, so the King of Pentacles, Pisces. You're going to have to give me one moment. There's some sort of a download coming in here. Okay, so Pisces, you don't have to turn your light off to look out your window, okay? Because I really get this feeling that you're turning off your light and peeking out through your curtains. You don't have to turn your light off. To hell with them. If you want to look out your freaking window, darling, look out your damn window, all right? Don't feel that you got to hide in the dark and so that people don't see you. Yeah, throw your curtains open, darling, stand there and say, look, here I am. Here I am in all my glory. Just make sure that you're dressed, okay? All right, so that's what Spirit was showing me. There's somebody who peeking out of the curtains, somebody is afraid to look outside unless they got the lights off and nobody can see them looking. Come on, darling. You want to look? Look. Come on. This is your world. The King of Pentacles coming out here now. So I've got this huge amount of money. Huge amount of money. And then we got this messenger. So who is this? This is someone coming to tell you that you got a huge amount of money, or that you can have a huge amount of money, or is it some sort of financial advisor telling you how you can spend this huge amount of money? But let's keep going. First thing that we have is a King of Cash, and then a messenger. With the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse, this is all of a sudden. Now this is waiting. In the reverse, this is anxiety. This is, I can't freaking wait. I can't wait for what? I can't wait for this money. I got freaking money coming. I can't wait. I'm waiting for this messenger to come. I'm so excited. I'm so freaking excited. You know, you're... Pisces, Hanged Man in the reverse, and the Knave of Swords in the reverse. Lately, you have been giving very little thought to things that you used to do. And I'm not saying that as in work and stuff like that, but I'm really picking up here. Really picking up here that at one time you self-sacrificed. You gave beyond what most people would give or do. Now, I don't know if you were taking care of somebody or if you were helping somebody live their life through, you were probably helping them with paying their rent or whatever. All of a sudden, this seems to have slowed. And you're giving very little thought to it. It's almost like you made up your mind that, you know what, I've been self-sacrificing. I've just been giving. And it's just really time to just stop or slow down. Let's continue on. With the Justice card coming out here in the reverse, this shows that there's been no balance, there's been no justice, and that's probably why you decided to stop doing and giving. Because there's been no justice in it. I haven't received my justice. I haven't received what I should have received for everything that I've frickin' done. I went over and above. I went over and above to call a frickin' duty for somebody. And there was no justice. In other words, they just didn't reciprocate. They didn't do what they should have done. They didn't. There was no equal give and take. But now there seems to be very little thought about it. It's almost like you've come to terms with it. There's very little thought about it. Whereas once it might have made you feel, oh, I can't walk away from them, or I can't just stop helping them because it tore you up inside. But now you're just like, you've made a decision. This is it. Okay, with the Hermit in the reverse and the Ten of Swords, something ended real bad. And I can only guess what it is. It's that you stopped giving. With the Hermit here in the reverse, you didn't have to go within to find out what was going to happen here. You knew exactly what was going to happen. You knew as soon as you stopped giving or doing, you knew it was going to end. You knew it was going to be painful. You knew they were taking advantage. God love you, darling. You know, it's like it doesn't take rocket science to figure out what's happening here. Like just somebody's been taking advantage of me, and I've been, well, I can't really blame them because I'm the one who's been doing it. So it's time for me to stop. And as soon as you do, things just become unequal. They've always been unequal with the Judgment, with the Justice card. They've always been unequal. You were always giving and they were always like taking. And there was no like balancing. It was just, and you knew. You didn't have to go within. You didn't have to talk to yourself and say, okay, if I stop doing or giving, what will happen? You didn't have to do that. You knew immediately what was going to happen. And it was probably one of the reasons why you kept doing and giving. It's because you just didn't want it to end. But it came down into a crashing, full-blown Ten of Swords ending. With 10 swords in the friggin' back. You did and did and did and did and did. And then just called all kinds of names and a horrible person that you ended up being. Oh, Pisces just ended up being a horrible, horrible monster of a person. The whole time, all it was, listen, you're just going to have to fend for yourself. I'm going to stop paying your friggin' rent or your car or this or that. The Seven of Wands in the reverse, followed by the Six of Wands in the reverse, followed by the Nine of Wands. So you're still not being recognized yet, and I know you want to be recognized, and I know you got some cash coming in, or I got to tell you something here, Pisces. If this is not cash coming in, this is a messenger that has come to you that put an end to this whole damn thing. There could have been a messenger who came to you and said, Pisces, what the hell are you doing with your money? All right, let's reread it. You can't really just read one card. You got to get the whole damn friggin' thing out here to get the whole thing out here. So, Pisces, how you doing? I come for coffee. Okay, so what the hell you been doing with your money? And then you got all anxious with the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. Then you got all anxious. Now, at first I was reading it. I'm very, very excited because I got a lot of money coming in. But I think you got all excited because you knew you had to do something. You knew you had to take care of something. And it was something that you never really wanted to face. It was something that ended up in an ending. and you knew that it would be. But you know what? I would sooner this end than have this person just leeching off you. With the 7 of Wands in the reverse and the 6 of Wands in the reverse. Now, I'm not saying that you're guarded. You're not. You're wide open to suggestions. I think you might even be trying to ask people, what do you think I should be doing, you know? I think you're wide open to suggestions because right now I don't think you're feeling any kind of recognition. I think that life has just sort of come to a stillness. But that's all right. It's okay for life to come to a stillness. The 9 of Wands, you might even be feeling, you know what, I knew it was a good idea to end this, but now it's like nothing's going on in my life and I'm sad and I'm depressed. And so in order to feel sadness and depression over telling somebody, listen, the bank is freaking closed or the purse strings are closed, no more, that's it, you're cut off. This would have to be a child. This would have to be a grown child. I mean, if it was a lover, then it would hurt, yes, but it wouldn't cause the 9 of Wands. This would have to be a grown child. A son or a daughter. Someone who's been depending on you to help feed their family or whatever. And the only thing is, it must have been a hell of a hard decision though, Pisces, because if you're feeding your daughter's children or your son's children, your grandchildren, and then you say, well, no, I can't do it anymore, who's going to feed these children? And so there's a great, God damn it, there's a great weight on you. Now who's feeding the children? Are they eating? Listen, I'm talking to somebody. That's all I know, I'm talking to somebody. But you drew the sword. And since you drew the sword, the World card is in the reverse. Okay, so with the Queen of Swords here, this is somebody. If you got this somebody for a friend, this is a good friend. You got this somebody for an enemy, look out. But this is someone who uses a lot of intuition. And I think you did, Pisces. I think you just had to draw the sword, but now, after drawing the sword, you just feel like there's been no shift. You don't feel like things are moving forward. With the World card in the reverse, it's almost like it's just sort of at a standstill. And I can understand that you're probably feeling some sort of anxiety and sorrow. So let's continue on. The 6 of Cups in the reverse, so it is a soulmate. And I'm still going to stick to it. I'm going to still say that it is a adult child with their own children, probably married, probably struggling, but it's in the reverse. And it's someone who's holding resentment. So I'm not talking to you. Or something stupid like, oh, well, you can't see the kids. Using them as pawns. Horrible, horrible thing to do. If any of you are out there doing that, please don't ever do that to a grandmother or a grandfather. Let them see the kids. But to use, what I'm seeing here, the possibility of using children as pawns. Very, very sad situation here. And the 10 of Pentacles, I'm going to tell you, the security, all of a sudden, has come to a nightmare. So at one time, Pisces, you might have been feeling the 10 of Pentacles with the security of family, even though it was friggin' costing you, like, it was taking your money and it was depleting your resources. But you had that security as bond, you know, you had that bond. And then that bond turned into a nightmare with the 9 of Swords. God love you, darling. You know, I hate to read it. But you got to read. The one thing I'm going to say, though, Pisces, is to not fight this. Don't fight this. Let it go and accept it as it is. Things will change eventually. But it hurts. when a grown child has become nasty because they want your money and now they can't have your money and they never really want you. You know, that really hits home and it hits hard. You know, that's almost like being thrown under a bus. So just a very, very sad reading, but you know, Spirit puts it out there for somebody. I kind of liked the beginning when I first started, was that you got a lot of cash coming. Instead, it's a lot of cash that was going. Okay, so stay in spirit. Stay in spirit. Continue doing what you're doing. We have the Ten of Cups. We have the Hierophant. Now the Hierophant, spirit, tradition, family. Ten of Cups is bonding. It'll come around again, but this time, give wisely. Don't feel that you have to raise your grown children or take care of all their problems. I know you want to. I know you want to take care of all their problems, darling. But just really talk to yourself there and try to hold yourself back. All right? Okay, let's find out who's here, darling. So I have a Taurus on the board. There's Virgo. Libra's here. There's a Scorpio. There's Sagittarius. Pisces is on the board. Libra again. Virgo again. These are the signs that are prominent in your reading, Pisces. Holy crap. God love you, darling. Just accept what is. Say yes to the moment. That doesn't mean say yes to everything people say to do. That means just say yes to whatever comes towards you. Accept. And it will change. I want to thank you for joining me tonight. And if you like the way I read, please like and share. And before you go, Pisces, reach back and hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to ring the bell so you know the next time that Spirit and I are in the room to speak with you. Namaste, darling.